Krishna my humble obeisances. All goes to Sri Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Let me see. Yeah. Antadi Mate, whenever you're ready, you can start reading Mate.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiret नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, The Song of the Bee, verse 43 to 56. Yeah. Text 43. Does he recall those nights in the Vrindavan forest, lovely with lotus, jasmine, and the bright moon? As we glorified his charming pastimes, he enjoyed with us his beloved girlfriends in the circle of the rasa dance, which resounded with the music of ankle bells. Text 44. Will that descendant of Dashraha return here and by the touch of his limbs bring back to life those who are now burning with the grief he himself has caused? Will he save us in that way, just as Lord Indra brings a forest back to life with his water bearing clouds? Text 45. But why should Krishna come here after winning a kingdom, killing his enemies, and marrying the daughters of kings? He is satisfied there, surrounded by all his friends and well-wisher. Text 46. The great soul Krishna is the lord of the goddess of fortune, and he automatically achieves whatever he desires. How can we forest dwellers or any other women's fulfill his purposes when he is already fulfilled within himself? Text 47. Indeed, the greatest happiness is to renounce all desires, as even the prostitute Pingla has declared. Yet, even though we know this, we cannot give up our hopes of attaining Krishna. Text 48. Who can bear to give up intimate talks with Lord Uttama Shloka, although he shows no interest in her? Goddess Shri never moves from her place on his chest. Text 49. Dear Uddhava Prabhu, when Krishna was here in the company of Sankarshna, he enjoyed all these rivers, hills, forests, cows, and flute sounds. Text 50. All these remind us constantly of Nanda's son. Indeed, because we see Krishna's footprints, which are marked with divine symbols, we can never forget him. Text 51. O Uddhava, how can we forget him when our hearts have been stolen away by charming away he walks, his generous smile and playful glances, and his honey like words? Text 52. O Master of Goddess of Fortune, O Master of Raja, O Destroyer of all suffering, Govinda, please lift your Gokula out of the ocean of distress in which it is drowning. Text 53. Sukhdev Goswami continued, Lord Krishna's message having relieved their fever of separation, the gopis then worshipped Uddhava, recognizing him as non different from their Lord Krishna. Text 54. Uddhava remained there for several months, discipling the gopis' sorrow by chanting the topics of Lord Krishna's pastime. Thus, he brought joy to all the people of Gokula. Text 55. All the days that Uddhava dwelled in Nanda's cowherd village seemed like a single moment to the residents of Braja, for Uddhava was always discussing Krishna. Text 56. That servant of Lord Hari, seeing the river, forests, mountains, valleys, and flowering trees of Braja, inspiring the inhabitants of Vrindavan by reminding them of Lord Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Santimati. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear Pankaj Malaprabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes through Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Yeah, whenever you're ready, you can start, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna to all devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. Dandot Pranam, all Guru Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity to serve all the assembled Vaishnavas and you. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining today call and to hear the Bhagavatam. Once again, this is very deep topic for everyone meditation, and I'm not qualified or eligible to give any discourse, but I'll repeat whatever I have read in the Bhagavatam and and the purport of Prabhupada. So I'll start with my prayer. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I seek blessings from all of you, so that whatever I speak is from the Shastra. So in today's session, we are reading from chapter 47, the Song of the Bees, Bumblebees. So let me start sharing my screen and then, yeah. So far, we have seen in this chapter that on the order of Lord Krishna, Uddhava came to Vraj to relieve the Vrajvasis and especially Gopis and Gopas from the suffering of the separation. So to console them, so upon seeing next day, upon seeing Uddhava, the Vrajvasis, they thought, who is this personality who is wearing yellow garment and attractive earring? So they were astonished because he resembled like Krishna, and thinking, who is this personality? They approached him and and try and then they realized that this is sent by the Krishna. He is sent by the Krishna. So they brought him to the secluded place and start speaking to him confidential subjects. So Gopis remembered all the pastime which they pastime they have enjoyed with Sri Krishna. So we have heard so far how Gopi deeply meditating on the pastime of Krishna explained all the pastime. So they imagined the bee which was bumblebee, wandering around him, around them, to be messenger from Krishna, and started speaking speaking. So we'll see from text 43 today. So in the earlier verses also we have seen how much deep separation the gopis are and what are their feeling, and they are asking whether the Krishna does ever remember him or remember them. So even though the Krishna is with the city women, so it shows that how much separation they are in. Even Krishna, after Krishna went away from the Mathura or Vraj to the Mathura. So I'll start with the 43, text 43. So here in this text, what we see, Taha kim nisha smrati yasya tada priyabhir Vrindavane kumade kunda sasanka ramaya Reme kavancha charana rupara rasa gosthayam asambhir idite mojana kathachit kadachit. So here the key thing is the Priyabhi, which says that Krishna is with his beloved girlfriends, and does he? So gopis are asking, does he recall those nights in the Vrindavan forest, which are lovely with lotus, jasmine, and the bright moon? So they are asking Uddhava that does Krishna remember those nights uh, of the Vrindavan forest, basically rasa dance, which was performed when in the Vrindavan forest, which was during the full bright moon, and he enjoyed with us his beloved girlfriend in the circle of rasa dance, which resounded with the music of ankle bell. In the purport, so Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur give deep realization about this verse, that gopis knew that no place could be as beautiful as Vrindavan. And we all know nowhere else in the universe could one find such a charming scene as the Vrindavan forest, which was scented with pious flowers and illuminated by the full moonlight reflected from the serene wave of the sacred Yamuna river. So no one loved Krishna as much as the gopis, and thus no one else could understand him as well. So the gopis render intimate service to Krishna that only they could perfect. Thus the gopis were distraught to think that Lord Krishna was bereft of Vrindavan and bereft of their service. Free of all material lust, they were overwhelmed with disappointment because they could not give Krishna happiness by their loving service. They simply could not imagine Krishna enjoying anywhere else as he did in Vrindavan in their company. So here we see gopis are in deep separation, and they are lamenting because they are not able to perform any service or render their service to Krishna. So, and they are not able to think that how Krishna will be living away from the Vrindavan, where all the pastime he has performed. So in the next verse, text 44, we see that again Gopi says that the descendant of Dashara, will he return here? So will ever Krishna will come here? By whose touch bring back to life those who are now burning with the grief he himself has caused. So basically gopis are saying that the separation which is caused by Krishna because he went away from the Vrindavan, so that the sensation of burning because of the separation which is in their life can only be relieved by the touch of Krishna? Will he come to do that? So will he save us in that way, just as Lord Indra brings? So very nice analogy Gopis give, like the same way how Indra relieved the burning or dried forest back to life by watering them. So will the Krishna will come back to them to relieve them from the separation. So in the next one, the another different aspect of separation they present, and consoling themselves, or in another way, a nice way Gopis put together. They thought, but why should Krishna come here? Kasmat Krishna Ihyati. So why Krishna will come here? Prapta Rajyo Hati Hata. While when he has got or won so big kingdom, why he will come back to this village, to the village girls? So Narendriya Kanya Udvaya. So he has married the girls of or princess of kings. Why he will come back? Pritha Sarva Shruddha Vrita. So he is with his friends, well-wisher, everyone. So why he will come? He is happy there. Why he will come? So they are asking themselves, like, in a way we also do this kind of uh, thinking when we are in distress. So yeah, similar thing is how gopis are doing. It shows how much separation or feeling of separation they are in. So in the next one, the gopis continue to sing that kim asambhir vanuka obhir anyabhir va mahatmana shri pater apta kamasya kritirtha kritmana. So what does it mean? So the great soul Krishna is the Lord of goddess of fortune. So sorry. So but yeah, this one is 45th, 46, right? So he's the soul of Krishna. The Krishna, great soul of Krishna, is the Lord of goddess fortune. So Lakshmi, he is the Lord of Lakshmi, Shri, and he automatically achieve whatever he desire. So he achieve his he doesn't need to do anything. He automatically achieve what he need. So how can we forest dwellers or villagers or any other woman fulfill his purpose when he is already fulfilled in himself? So they are asking themselves, like, how they can fulfill his desire, because Krishna automatically achieve whatever he desires. So all those gopis are lamenting, although, so that Krishna was associating with the city woman in Mathura, but now they realize that as the absolute personality of Godhead, he has no need for any woman. It is out of his causeless mercy that he award his association to his loving devotee. So it is just because of his causeless mercy he come and for the pleasure of devotees. So the next one, Param Saukhyam Hi Narasyam. So he's saying that the highest Param Saukhyam, the happiness, Narasyam, indifferent, Swarni. So what does this? It mean that the greatest happiness is to renounce all desire. As even the prostitute Pingla has declared, yet even though we know this, we cannot give up our hope of attaining Krishna. So they know that the gopis know that from the story of prostitute Pingla, which we will hear in next canto, Canto 11, chapter 8, where we'll hear the story narrated by Krishna to Uddhava, how a prostitute, by realizing that all the material desires is the cause of ultimate distress, and just this realization or detachment, uh, you know, cause the spiritual awakening. Definitely, there is need of divine grace, but by Pingla had that realization that all the suffering is caused by the material desire, and freedom from all the desire brings the happiness. So Pingla realized that, and her true nature and eternal lover and protector was the Supreme Lord residing within her heart. She gave up her carving for worldly things and found ultimate peace. So yeah, similarly, gopis are uh, saying that they know that this fact, but still they are not able to give up the desire to attain Krishna. And little bit of background of Pingla, that she was, uh, as I said, she was prostitute um, in the ancient town of Vidha. Um, her story is profound in his spiritual awakening is shared by Lord Krishna to Uddhava. So she became one of the 24 guru of Avadutas, Brahmin. And her story illustrates the detachment and renunciation and divine grace. So we'll hear about that in the more in more detail in next canto. But all the fact is known by gopis, but they are still not able to give up that desire. So and that's a good desire, right? So we can leave all the material desire, but this desire we all should keep with us, and we should learn from how gopis has that desire. So then they are asking another question. So how can they can bear to give up intimate talk with Lord Uttam Shloka? So Bhagavan Krishna here is called as Uttam Shloka. Although he saw no interest in her, goddess Shri never moves from her place on his chest. So we see this is another analogy given by Gopi, that the same as when Shri, goddess Shri, Lakshmi, is residing on the chest of Lord, never moves, even though Lord is not interested or doesn't have uh, any interest, but for the to render the service, Shri never leaves. Same as they do not want to stop thinking or thinking of separation, or lamenting in the separation, and stop talking about him. Then they ask, they remember the past time when Krishna was here in the company of Sankarsana. He enjoyed all these rivers, hills, forest, cows, and flute sound. So through this, they are telling that they are still here, right, in this village where Krishna has enjoyed the pastime. So by seeing all these things, the Yamuna river, hills, forest, cows, and flute sound, all these things remind them about Krishna. So how they can forget all this? So somebody can say that they can, go to some other place if that separation is causing them so much of lamentation. So they can move to another village, another place, so that they do not see this, but they do not want to go. They and we know, right? Mathura was so close by; they can also walk to Mathura, but they did not left because all the pastime of Krishna happened in the Vrindavan, and the Vrajvasi, just by remembering, meditating upon all those pastime, and remain in separation, they felt more love toward Krishna. So they wanted to be in this situation, always remain in that mood. So text 50, next one. All this, yeah, punha punha smarayanti. So again and again they remembered Nanda Gopa Sutam Bata. So they all this remind us constantly of Nandasan. Shri Nikitesh Tat Padakair Vishmaratam Neva Saka Numa. So because we see Krishna footprint which are marked with divine symbol, we can never forget him. So all these places are marked with the footprint of Krishna, so they are not able they are not able to forget him. So in the next one, they said that, O Uddhava, Gatya Lalitayodara. So Gatya Lalito, they are Lalita, Gatya Lalito. Whose walking is so charming. Udara hasa Leela Valokaneya. So whose smile, whose generous smile, and Leela Avalokana, whose playful glance, Madhvayo Gira, whose words are like honey like words. Hrata Diya. So how they can forget all this? How can we forget him? Right? So how can somebody forget the charming walk of Krishna, his generous smile and playful glance? So all the characteristics, um, they are telling to Uddhava that how they can forget all this. And the next one, He Natha, He Ramanatha, Vraja Natha Rani Natha Arti Nashana. So they are now, like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti present here, that they turned around toward the Mathura and calling out, He Nath, He Ramanath, Vrajanath, Narthin Nasha. That He Nath, He Ramanath. O Master of Goddess of Fortune, O Master of Vrajanath, Nirtinasha, O Destroyer of all suffering. Please lift your Gokula out of the ocean of distress in which it is drowning. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur present that. So gopis are saying, why don't you just go? Like someone might propose to gopis that why don't you just go somewhere else, leave Vrindavan, and then you won't have to see rivers, mountain, and forest. Cover your eyes with your garment. Use your intelligence to lead your mind to some other thought, and thus forget Krishna. The gopis answer this suggestion in the previous verse by stating, we no longer possess our intelligence. They said that for Krishna has taken it away by his supreme beauty and charm. Right? We have Gatya, Lalita, like walking, like smiling gracefully, and that has taken all the intelligence, their intelligence. For Krishna has taken it away by his supreme beauty and charming. Now in the present verse, the feeling of Gopi becomes so strong that they disregard Uddhava and turn toward Mathura, address Krishna himself with humble cries. They address Krishna as Vrajnath because in the past, young Krishna performed many inconceivable pastimes to protect his beloved village people. Such are lifting Govardhan hill and destroying many monstrous demons. In this verse, the gopis cry out to Krishna to remember the wonderful, sweet relationship they once enjoyed together as innocent village people. Indeed, Sri Krishna would lovingly take care of his father cows, and gopis appealed to him to remember these duties and return so he could resume them. So one thing their gopis are praying is to destroy all the suffering or destroy Govinda. Please lift your Gokula, like how you have lifted the Govardhan. So they are asking to lift your Gokula, but not physically, out of this distress. So, and how he can relieve all this distress? By coming back. So he can relieve the distress by coming back and resume his duties as cowherd boy and take care of the father's cows. And so gopis are appealing. Very nice prayer. Hey Nath, hey Ramanath, Brajnath. So last verse for today. So Sukdev Goswami continued and said that Lord Krishna message having relieved. So Uddhava came and given the Lord Krishna message. No need to be in so much of distress. He's fine. So is relieved the fever of separation. The gopis then worshipped Uddhava, recognizing him as non-different from their Lord Krishna. So they worshipped the Uddhava as he is considering him non-different from Krishna. A messenger is considered equal to the message giver, right? So original message giver. So same like Uddhava was considered as Lord Krishna. So I'll stop here. We'll see in the coming session what Uddhava said to relieve gopis from the separation and try to console from the separation. So I'll pause here. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय. श्री प्रभुपाद. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone
Thank you.
for joining this session.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pankaj Mali Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, devotees. Hare Krishna.